Hello everyone. Today, we are telling the story of one of the most beautiful and tragic women of the 5 dynasties and 10 kingdoms period, Lady Huarui of the Later Shu dynasty. Lady Huarui, whose original surname was Fei, was born into an official family. From a young age, she was well educated, skilled in poetry and calligraphy. When her family later declined, she was forced to become a singer. Yet her graceful beauty and exceptional talent soon made her stand out among all others. During the imperial selection in Later Shu, she was chosen and entered the palace, where she was granted the title Lady Huarui and became the beloved consort of Emperor Meng Chang. At that time, Shu land was wealthy and peaceful, and Meng Chang indulged himself in luxury. Even exquisite dishes could no longer satisfy him. Lady Huarui, clever and thoughtful, began to study cooking. She transformed ordinary ingredients into delicate dishes, easing the emperor's boredom with rich food and further securing his favor. She also composed over 100 palace poems, using daily court life as her subject. Pavilions, lantern lights, music, laughter, sorrow, and the hidden emotions of palace women, all preserved through her words. Although she lived amid splendor, Lady Huarui clearly sensed the approaching danger. Time and again, she urged Meng Chang to remain vigilant, to trust loyal ministers, to stay away from flatterers, and to govern with diligence. Sadly, her warnings fell on deaf ears. The emperor was already lost in endless banquets and pleasure. In the year 965, Song dynasty troops led by Emperor Zhao Kuangyin marched south. Believing the treacherous Shu mountains would protect him, Meng Chang underestimated the threat. Poor strategy, weak defenses, and an army long removed from real combat led to disaster. 140,000 Shu soldiers surrendered without a fight, and the Later Shu kingdom fell overnight. Lady Huarui was forced to follow Meng Chang north to the Song capital, embarking on a road filled with humiliation and heartbreak. As the mountains of Shu faded behind her, sorrow overwhelmed her. She then wrote these lines. As I left the Shu road, my heart was shattered. Endless sorrow stretched on and on. Spring days felt as long as years. On horseback, the cry of cuckoos followed me everywhere. 3,000 palace ladies once fought in beauty, all wearing their hair toward heaven. Who could have known it was an omen of surrender? The once fashionable heaven-facing hairstyle, which had symbolized beauty and prosperity in Shu, now became a tragic prophecy of submission to the Song dynasty. Not long after arriving in Song, Meng Chang died suddenly of illness. Many people believed he was secretly killed by Zhao Kuangyin in order to seize Lady Huarui. Soon after, Zhao Kuangyin summoned her to court and ordered her to compose a poem. Holding back her grief, she wrote the famous poem on the fall of the kingdom. The surrender flag was raised on the city wall. Yet I, deep in the palace, knew nothing. 140,000 soldiers laid down their arms. Not a single one proved himself a man. These lines shook the entire court, filled with sorrow, anger, despair, and a woman's helpless self-blame for failing to save her fallen nation. Despite her status as a conquered consort, Zhao Kuangyin took Lady Huarui into his own harem. Though she received new favor, her heart never truly left Meng Chang, the flawed ruler who had once loved her completely. In secret, she painted his portrait and hid it in a private chamber, burning incense before it every day, entrusting her longing and guilt to the drifting smoke. Once, Zhao Kuangyin discovered the portrait. Thinking quickly, she claimed it was an image of Zhongxian, a deity worshipped for fertility. With her wit and calm words, she narrowly escaped danger. Yet in a chaotic age, beauty alone could not overcome fate. Later, caught in a political struggle within the Song court, Lady Huarui was shot to death at only 43 years old. She once used her beauty and talent to win favor, and her wisdom to warn a doomed emperor. She recorded palace life through poetry, gave voice to national grief at the fall of a kingdom, and relied on intelligence to survive dangerous moments. But beneath the crushing wheels of power and history, even brilliance and deep devotion could be as fragile as dust. Yet it is precisely these small lights that give cold history a touch of warmth and compassion. Even 1,000 years later, through her words, we can still feel the brilliance and the sorrow of this legendary woman.